last time. That's not so good. Okay. We are going to record now. And then I'm going to make a session for myself in Hebrew and record it. So, I'm Sivan. I'm the person you've been talking, texting, or I was the one who was not answering you because my kid had a bar mitzvah, or my husband was in Miluim somewhere in the north, which is going to be in this licha as well. Welcome to the Swim4Sadna Q&A, and what we're going to do now is we're going to talk a little bit about the Sadna, a couple of minutes so you understand where you're at. We have some veterans here. Liz, hello, welcome back. Who else do we have here who's veteran? Janice, of course, Shira. Shira Schreier. Great to see you guys again. And we are basically what we're going to do now is I'm going to set on a screenshot. Okay, here's my presentation. Wait. Okay, so this is a picture from last year. These are Adina and Yona, and they're swimming with us this year as well. Adina is the Ima, Yona is the daughter, and they're swimming with us as well. They're not connected to the Sadna, but they're a pillar of our special swimmers community. So if you didn't have a chance to see, we're going to watch the movie for a sec. Wait, where is this?
תמיד כשאני מציגה את עצמי, אז תמיד אני מוסיפה. ועוד זה שוב משלב, שקורה שם משהו שלא קורה במקומות אחרים.
השילוב זה עולם ומלואו, מאחורי המילה הזאת מסתתר.
נתינה, קבלה, רגישות.
ואין פה משחקים, כאילו, אין פייק.
בחיוניות, ביצירה.
דרך ממש מצוינת לחיות.
להיות מסוגלים לעמוד בלב פתוח ואמיץ מול שונות וכאב. לחבק ולהמשיך להיות מי שאני.
אני מרגישה שלפעמים אני יכולה להיות יותר אני כשאני ליד חבר'ה מיוחדים.
גם קוראים דברים מצחיקים.
דודי, בוקר טוב, טוב שקמת, כל הכבוד. 11 בצהריים בקיבוץ זורקים אותך על טיל.
בעצם כל אחד מאיתנו יש לו צרכים מיוחדים.
אפשר להיות גם כזה, אז אם כזה, מנעד האפשרויות נפתח.
אין תקליף לעבודה של אדם מול אדם לעמוד ביושר, בכנות.
Is something supposed to be happening?
בעוד מקומות, מתנה.
זה רעיון שחייב לחלחל. ואם אני מרחיב את החשיבה הזאת...
Mrs. Jacobson, is there supposed to be something going on?
כך הרבה קונפליקטים יכולים לקבל זוויות.
What?
Are we supposed to be doing something?
No.
We're just waiting for something?
You don't see the video?
תמיד כשאני מציגה את עצמי, אז...
I see the video.
I see the video.
You've sent us the video. I think we've all watched the video.
Okay, so basically that's 3 words about Sadna, or 3 sentences about Sadna. Sadna has been running as a community for people with special needs, actually combining, allowing an integration between people with special needs and people with other needs, as I prefer to say, for the past 30 years, almost 30 years, 28 years. And the swim is 16 years old, and it's our crowdfunding event. And it's very important for me to remind you guys that it's a sports event, but it's also a crowdfunding event. So at the end, the money you're fundraising is going for the best causes that we need to develop in the Sadna. The people who was swimming last year, just so you know, the house of Shachal, Bet Shachal, which you fundraised for, is already occupied by new residents. Some of them will be joining us because there are women with special needs who are going to be swimming with us this year as well. So the whole thing, the whole festival starts with buses. So as I said, today, when I sent you the email, please sign up for your buses if you're taking the transportation that we offer. When do you know that you need to sign up for a shuttle? You need to sign up for a shuttle only if you need transportation from Jerusalem or Gush Etzion or Bet Shemesh or Latrun or Rosh Ain. If you need transportation from around where you live, not between the coast where we're doing the swim itself, okay? Not between location within the event itself. Just from home to Haon and back. Okay, all buses begin leaving at 1 from their from their starting point. Each bus is going to have a captain. You're going to have her number. If you have a kosher phone, please make sure that you're available on your phone. Okay, it's very important. If you are with an American number and you don't receive Israeli phone calls, it's fine. Just write somewhere or let me know that you have WhatsApp. Okay, that they can call you on WhatsApp. But you have to be available on the phone somehow, either through WhatsApp or regular phone call to answer your bus captain if they're looking for you. So our buses are leaving. 2 of them are leaving from Jerusalem. One of them is going to leave from Gush Etzion. Whoever asks, it's from the Pinach Hama in Tzomet Gush, in the Gush Junction. Then there is going to be a bus leaving not Gvaot but Bet Shemesh around the big fashion, the entrance to Bet Shemesh. And we are going to have a bus that leaves Latrun. Each bus has another stop, so besides the one in Jerusalem, one of the ones in Jerusalem. So the first one from Jerusalem is going to stop at Mishor Adumim. It's around Ma'ale Adumim. It's the gas station of Mishor Adumim. You need to be there at 1:20. All the second stops are at 1:20, okay? Don't be late. I prefer to say 1:20 and not, 1:20 and you're 1:30 and you missed the bus. Be there on time. Okay, and again, we have from Yad Binyamin, we have from Rosh Hashanah train station. All of you, if you're from Ra'anana or somewhere like that, that's the best location if you want to catch the bus. Buses going back will be leaving, we're going to talk about later, but we're going to be leaving around 10:30 on the day of the swim on Friday, and you're going to arrive last stop at around 2. That's from our experience along the years. All buses goes to Aon, and that's where you're going to meet me. If you are not taking a bus, as of 3, we are going to wait for you in Haon. We're going to have coffee, drinks, and sign-ups. We're going to talk about the sign-up process in a minute. What are we bringing you? What you should bring. Okay, this is a suggestion. What you should bring according to the experience of our many swimmers, veteran swimmers. If anyone wants to open the camera or the sound and say something about the list, you're welcome. You should bring a swimsuit. We do not tell you which bathing costume you should wear. You should choose it yourself. Do know that around the water, the only men that are allowed are lifeguards and MADA. Okay? There are not going to be other men around, not at the exit point. Even the guy who's in charge of your bracelets, of your electronic bracelets, sits behind the shade. Okay? It's important for us to respect your time and your tzniut. Goggles. If you need goggles, bring goggles. I don't swim without, so I don't know. Most of us do. I know some people ask me about optical goggles. I know that you can get. I got mine at Strauss, but you can probably get it in different places. Towels. You should bring a towel or a bathing robe. Sunscreen. Someone asked what level of SFP. It depends on how Ashkenazi you are. Like if you're like me, very white and redhead, bring a strong one, like 50. Change of clothes, sleeping bag. What do we have at the camping site? Whoever sleeps in the free camping site, we have sort of a shed, a cover on the top, but you can bring your own tent. We don't have mattresses, unfortunately. You do have restroom and washrooms, and you do have electricity. They said to us, what?
No mattresses.
They suggested that you should bring with you, okay? They suggested that you should bring with you mefatzlim, extra sockets, okay? What do you have in the glamping? If you sign up for a glamping, you have mattresses there, you have sheets, you have a towel. That all comes in the glamping. What do you have in the hotel? You have in a hotel. if you're not sure and you're still looking for a place in the glamping, I know that some people are searching for, but for partners, but there are just a few of them. Anything else in terms of hotel or glamping to open a new tent, you should contact the hotel directly because I don't have any more supervision around the hotel because they took the rooms that we were left with. Okay. Toiletries, personal item, whatever you feel like you need. Glasses, spectacles, please bring in a very, very hard box. Don't put them on a soft bag because I don't want to be responsible for them. And you don't want them to break. Water for the trip. Most of us are coming from afar. If you're taking our buses or if you're driving by yourself, make sure you have enough water for your drive and something, a snack. It takes time to get to the Kinneret, unless you live in Katzrin or in somewhere in the Emek HaMayanot, Tveria. Flip-flop, hiking sandals, jellies, whatever you feel comfortable with in terms of shoes, portable phone charger. And what do we give you? We give you a swimming bag, a swimmer's bag. Wait, I'm gonna see if you can see it. It's pretty big. Okay. Oh, I can't see it. Ugh. I don't want you to see my messy kitchen, but it's like pretty big. It's like a Nike bag, string bag from Hawkins. In which you will be, this bag is going to go with you to the starting point and you're going to meet it again at the ending point. How does it get it? Magic. We have carriers, porters that would take them from one side to the other. Each bag, each one who will get a bag will get a mark, a band that would be marking it and would have the number of your bracelet. Okay, you're getting an electronic bracelet for security and for us to be able to follow you and make sure you're out of the water. And also for those of you who want to know how fast I swim. The same number of your bracelet will be the same number of your bag. And then basically what you're going to see is on the shore, when you get out in Tzemach, you're going to see 1 to 50, 51 to 100, and they're going to be in groups according, 50 according to your numbers. Okay. What are you receiving from us on the day? So you get the bag, you get a silicone swim cap. You don't have to use it. Some prefer to use it. It's pink, marker pink, like the bag. You get a whistle, you get a buoy, okay, a safety buoy, a float. I think it's Sue who said that you can put your shoes inside it. Yes, some people take the flip-flops. There was a video that someone sent in the group. There's a flip-flop. You can take the flip-flop and put it inside the buoy. You have to swim with the buoy. It's part of your insurance regulations and it's part of your safety. It's not going to disturb you, but you do have to swim with it. You're going to get an electronic ID bracelet and it's going to have your number and your details. I think I said before, if you're taking a ride with a motorbike, please make sure to pass your bracelet at the end so I won't be looking for you or think you're out of the water. You're going to get your dress. It's a three-quarter dress and it's covering under your knee. So whoever wants to wear it and feel more comfortable in that term, you're welcome. If anyone wants to know the color, because a lot of people want to know the color, it's royal blue this year. Every year we change the color. I know it sounds not important, but some people really think it's important, so respect that. Okay, so let's talk schedule. Oops, jumped one first. So as we said, buses leave at 1, but as of 3 p.m., we will be waiting for you at Ha'on with our registration and distribution of our swimmer's kit. If you're not getting to Ha'on by 10:30, make sure that someone will pick up the bag for you, okay? And they should know who you are. Not just, oh, I've made someone take my bag, okay? Because they need to give it to you. We're going to have our stands open until 10:30. What do you have in these stands? You get your kit, you get your bracelet, you're registered. If you did not finish your fundraising, we will give you options. We're going to talk about it in a couple of seconds, in a couple of minutes. And basically anything gets wrong is a problem. I'm the redhead at the corner. Come over to me. We'll solve it. There's nothing I haven't solved yet. Regarding tzlicha. As of 7, you will be offered a dinner buffet style meaty dinner. Okay, fleischig one. Sorry, my kid just came here. You're going to have a fleischig dinner. Whoever
Is that at the hotel?
No, it's outside on the beach. It's the whole thing happens on the beach of the hotel, which is next to the rooms if you're sleeping in the rooms. We are going to have options for gluten-free. All our side dishes are gluten-free, and there's at least one meaty course which is gluten-free. I know a lot of people were asking about it, so I'm saying it. At 8, we're going to have a small gathering. I'm going to be very proud of you and tell you how much you fundraised for helping us to build the new Bet Sheked. I know you saw in the movie that they're talking about the safety room. I'm not joking. These guys are running during sirens to a room outside because they don't have a safety room in their apartment. And it's really, really rough. There's been more than 500 sirens since October 7th in Gvot. I know the number because I do miluim for home. I do reserve duty for home front command in the Gush Etzion, so it's a number I need to know. But so 500 sirens at least since October 7th. And every time you need to run out because there are no shelters inside the house. There's no safety rooms. So we're going to have a gathering, some nice keywords, key speakers, and keynote speakers, and we're going to give you the safety briefing. And as Leslie asked, we're going to explain the whole track and everything, okay? And then we're going to have a short Mizzy Zumba, but we're going to ask you to go to sleep at some point, and preferably up to 10 because we need to wake you up at 5. Oh, right, yeah, direction. I always do it, and I always make a mistake on which side I'm doing this. Okay, so at 5, we wake you up. And you're going to get coffee and cake and fruits, something light before the swim if you want. Now, there's one thing that's not signed up here. If you're taking the bus, our shuttles back home, make sure that at 5:30 you're putting your bag on, you're uploading your bag to the bus. Your buses are going to be marked according to their destination, okay, to where they're going. Make sure you're putting your bag.
5:30.
Yes, at 5:30 before launching the swim. We do that because at 6 the swim of the 4 starts, and at 6 the buses that needs to go to Ma'agan and put people for the 1.5 leaves home. Okay, so around 5:30, between 5:30 and let's say 5:45, if you're using our transportation to go home, not to go to Ha'on, or not to go to Tzemach or anything, just to go home. If you're signed up for our transportation, make sure you're putting your bag on it, on the bus. The reason we want to do it is because we want to make sure your bags get there, okay? A lot of times when we don't do that way, we don't get all the bags and it's going to be a mess, and someone, oh, I put my bag here, but nobody saw it, and put your bag on your bus. You're going to find it in Tzemach.
Are you talking about the bag that we need for right after the swim, or you're talking about our bags
I'm talking
to go
about
home?
your big bags, your luggage, okay, your luggage.
So we're checking out of the hotel at 5 in the morning?
If you're not staying for Shabbat, yes, most people check out of the hotel around 5. You just drop your keys.
So we can't shower off after the swim before we get on the bus?
Checkouts are at 10, so no. We don't go back to the. There are showers at Tzemach. You can take a shower at Tzemach, but it's a big shower.
Oh, wow.
Okay. 6 a.m. If you're swimming at 6 a.m., we launch the swim. Yara, who's in charge of our launching, is very, very strict. You will not be able to get into the water after 6 a.m. If you're coming from home or you're coming from somewhere else by yourself, make sure you're there at 5:45. okay, at the launching point at Haon. If you are swimming 1.5 kilometers, you're going to have at 6 the shuttles from Haon, from the parking, to the 1.5 start at Maagan, okay? And we're launching the swim from Maagan at 6:30 again. Don't be late. If you're going to be late because of us, that's one thing. But if you're late because you didn't come to Maagan on time, because you're coming from home or something, that's your thing. Okay, we're not allowing people to go in the water after 6:30. Next, shuttles for companions. We are not offering shuttles to the launching point. We are offering shuttles, free shuttles from Haon to the end. Okay, to the finish line at Tzemach. It's going to be at 7 a.m. from the parking lot in Haon. Okay. Bezrat Hashem, you're all going to do wonderful in your swim and you're going to get out of the water. Don't forget to return your buoy and don't forget to validate your bracelet and give it back. Don't want to look for you. I'm not joking. I actually looked for someone last time an hour because they forgot to validate their bracelet and was a kid, so it was even scarier. As you get off the water, there are no men in that area. Okay, it's a women-only area that we are confining, and you're going to have sort of gazebos that are closed, where a couple of them that you can dress in the basic dress. As I said, in your bag, you can put whatever you want. Make sure to understand that if you're not going to be able to get to your big luggage until you get to the bus. Okay, this bag is big enough to put your stuff in. If you want to put just a dress and then run to the showers and arrange in the lockers of Tzemach, that's a possibility. Okay, don't have to, but that's your possibility too. Next to the gazebos, there's a big gazebo where you're going to have your breakfast. We're going to offer you your breakfast. You're going to get sandwiches and salads and mueslis and cakes and whatever you want. And someone asked me about coffee. Yes, you will have a coffee option after the swim. As for me, I will be the person with the approximately half a liter of coffee in their hand all along this morning. If you need some, I can give you some. Furo.
Ben.
What?
The bag that you take with you for after the swim, where do you put that to make sure that it comes with you?
You leave it at the shore, as I said, where you're being launched. And there is going to be on each bag, there's going to be a bracelet here, okay, with the number of your hand bracelet. And you're going to find it at the end, 1 to 50, 51 to 100. It's going to be in sets of 50, so it's going to be easier to find, okay? Each swimmer has their own number that goes with them to the whole swim. Daphna, does that answer your question? Daphna? Daphna?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Our team, our brilliant team, their job as when you're going into the water, we have an amazing team of young guys who are taking all your bags and making them mesudar on the other side of the beach according to the numbers. Don't worry, we've been trained. Group photo around 9:45. We're going to have a group photo. It's a very powerful thing. It also helps to fundraise. If you need to complete your fundraising, use that photo from experience. It really helps. And also it's a really cool thing. Like we're giving Vivian a gift every year. At the end of the year, we're giving her this big picture of everybody swimming as a magnet to put on her fridge. I think she has like 16 of them. And our buses are going to leave around 10:30 from Tzemach home. But beforehand at around 10, as of 10, you're going to have buses for anyone who's leaving their car at Haon and they want to go back to Haon. You're going to have a bus that takes you to Haon. It's free of charge. You don't have to sign up for it. Reminding you again, signing up is only for shuttles leaving home and coming to Haon, leaving Haon, going home on Friday. You're gonna get home around 2. Okay. Any questions so far?
Yeah, I have 2 questions. One, I might have missed it. I'm sorry if I did. What is the kashrus on the dinner?
Kashrus. The dinner is, I sent you the Tuda, but if you wanted, you can text me and I'll send it to you again. I sent it to everybody, but I'll send it to you again if you want. It's Kashrut Rabbanut Katzrin Mehadrin. It's Mehadrin.
Can you say it again? Rabbanut.
Katzrin Mehadrin. And if you want, I'll send you the certificate and you can see the number of the mashgiach and asking questions if you have. In the morning, the kashrus is Badat Aida Charedit.
Okay.
Okay,
another question. If one daughter has a baby with her, so at the end of the swim, is there a way for someone to meet her so that she can nurse the baby?
You mean someone from your family?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but it's a guy. It's a guy. So where could
Then
he
I'll
go
help him. I'll make sure to bring him the baby. I like babies, especially when I don't have to feed them. I formed my own. My youngest just walked into the Zoom a second ago. She's 6. She's supposed to be sleeping. But yeah, I'll help her. Okay. Your daughter is Leah?
It's my son-in-law. It's one of my daughter's husbands.
Yeah, I'm saying your
Making the
daughter
baby
is
for my other
Leah?
daughter. What?
Your daughter is Leah?
My daughter is Leah, her husband, but her husband is
Okay.
bringing another daughter's baby.
Okay, fine. We'll solve it.
Okay. Because I know that's going to be
No, we're gonna solve it. It's not gonna be a problem. Of
Okay,
course, we're gonna
fantastic.
be. Listen,
Okay.
the area of the breakfast is available for men. It's not
Oh,
straight
okay.
next to the water. Okay.
Okay.
You do
Okay.
some separation. Straight to next to the water is just for women. Okay. Wait.
I have 2 questions also.
Yes.
I'm sorry if I'm being a little bit dense about the logistics. Just looking at the timings, there might be something I'm not understanding. So I'm just doing the short swim, that starts at 6:20. Typically, a first time at this swimmer, about how long would it take? An hour or so for the swim? 2 hours?
I think so. I think around an hour. You would
Okay,
have
so
enough
then we
time.
get out of the water by 8, let's say the latest, yeah?
Yes.
By 8 a.m. So what I don't understand, if we're getting out of the water at like 8 a.m. and the hotel is right there,
It's not right there.
it's not right there.
We're getting out of the water in Tzemach.
And how far is that from the hotel? I guess what my answer that I'm trying to get to is if there's so many hours between the time we get out of the water, hopefully, and the bus is leaving at 10:30 to go back to Yerushalayim, why is there not time to go back to the room, shower off, and get our
Because
baggage?
it's not close, because it's a couple of kilometers away. It's a couple of minutes of drive at least. And we are
Okay.
not able to cater for that because you're leaving the water at 8, but I will have swimmers that would leave the water at 9:30.
Well, I might also leave the water at 9:30.
I want to say something about the track of the water, the route that you're swimming. The route that you're swimming, along the route, there are platforms. On the platforms, you will find water and fruit, and you can stop. And you can also hitchhike on a motorbike, if you would like. But as I said, there are options to stop along the route. You don't have to race it. Enjoy it. Okay. Especially once you're in the water. They always say that the most difficult part is getting into the water, right, Liz? Liz, you have,
Yeah.
I think you have the most experience around here. Getting into the water
All
is
right.
the toughest, right?
Why
I
is that?
see, yeah. Yeah, it's like those the part that I always dislike is all the pebbles at the beginning when you walk in, like it's all pebbly, like it's uncomfortable on your feet.
But it's a
After
couple
that,
of
it's
seconds
fine.
and then you swim. But when
Right.
you're in the water, enjoy it.
Mhm.
Okay.
So the
Is
other
the water
question I
cold?
had is in terms of the swim itself, for those of us who are not experienced at these open water swims, is in terms of spotting, are there places to spot
Yes.
so you're going in the right path?
Yes.
And are the boats following all along you, or is there a big enough
They're around
group
you. Don't worry.
of
They're
people?
around you. I have 400 people in the water. Don't worry. I have enough Marine Police and MADA
If I can
around.
say something here,
Yes, please.
I'm generally a slower swimmer. It usually takes me about 2 hours or thereabouts to do the short swim. And the kayaks, the guys who are on the kayaks and whatever, they're very good about seeing that everyone's doing okay. Like they're paying attention to where people are up to and checking that people are okay. Because I'm slower, so they often come by asking. I have experience with that aspect.
I wanted
Okay.
to add something.
I was wondering something with the floating platforms, because this year I'm actually doing the swim with my granddaughter. And are the swim is a shorter maslul than it has been in the past.
1.5. There are going to be
Right.
platforms.
How frequently, how far apart of
I think they're not
resting
changing the
platforms?
frequency than the other. I think in the past it was about 500 meters, one from another, right? So I think they're keeping it the same. So it's one platform less.
Okay, just wondered.
What is 1.5? I didn't catch
1.5
that.
kilometers. So it's about, guys, help me here, a mile? A bit more than a mile?
Wait, so
No,
it's
it's
1.5
0.9.
kilometers. How far apart are the
0.9
platforms?
miles.
What?
Far apart of the platforms? I missed that.
About every 500
meters.
About the platforms,
Oh,
if
so
I
like
could
three
ask.
platforms.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could ask. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, hi. Does anyone have any tips? Like, I found it really hard to get onto the platform last time.
I
Does
could
anyone
not
know
get
how
on.
to do that? Sorry?
Yeah, I also could not get on. I was gonna, this year my goal was to get my upper body strength, but I still won't be able to get on. They're too high out of the water. So you have to be aware that you may have to just stop, ask someone to hand you water and pass it back up and go on. You may not be able
They
to get
don't
on.
have ladders on the platforms?
No.
No.
Okay. So
I mean,
let's
does
just
anyone have any more tips about getting up?
I wanted to
ask the guys.
Okay.
I'm not joking. Ask them for a stick.
Okay.
What's the temperature of the water?
It depends. I can
Okay,
say
so I mean I was in the Golan and I went in and it was absolutely freezing. So I understand if I've managed to go in freezing Golan water, then
no,
I'll
it's
be
not just the
okay.
Golan. It's much warmer. It's
Right.
much
So because I'm
more
very worried
humid.
about that.
It's warmer than the Golan Heights. Okay.
So I'll be
But
okay.
we're
But
still
you
at the
don't
end
know,
of May.
you
Think
don't know
about it.
the
We're still at the end of May.
yeah.
I look at the weather and it looks like it's going to be a nice one. I have to tell you the truth. We had years that it was too hot to swim. So
Really?
yes, because you
So what
start at
happens
6 and
if
then
there
it
is
was too
things
warm and people were really feeling uncomfortable. It looks like we're going to have a nice weather.
I wanted to say to Liz, thank you for saying that you're a slow swimmer. I presume I swim 3 times a week, every week, but I presume I'm going to be a slow swimmer too. Thank you for that. I appreciate
It's just me.
It's a beautiful view, the scenery there. It's
Right?
Right,
beautiful.
yeah, well,
Are we all here?
I'm going to be spending most of it on my back, hopefully, and just meditate the whole time.
Guys, do you hear
Can
me?
somebody talk about how what the temperature is? Because we're doing it very early in the morning. So
So I'm
what
just
should we
looking
wear?
at
Is
the
it very
temperature.
cold out, or is the water very cold?
The
Just comfort wise.
The water are cold. I'm trying to look at the temperature for that day.
I just mean like in past swims, like what's to be expected when you get in the water? Is it going to be hard to catch your breath? It's so cold? Or it's
No,
just a
no, no,
little,
no.
okay.
It's not. It's not. It's not like the
Israel.
Golan, which is runoff from the snow. It's not that.
No.
It's not
Is
that
it like
cold.
the ocean temperature right now? Like
No, it's even
like the
warmer.
Mediterranean?
Warmer. It's warmer because it's a lake. Like we
okay.
call it sea, the Sea of Galilee, but let's talk about it. It's a puddle.
Right.
Okay.
A
Let's
big
be
puddle.
honest. A big puddle.
And the air
But
temperature, should we be bringing like a warm robe for when we get out? What's it like?
No.
It's very
So
hot
we're
in that area. It's very hot.
you're
Oh,
finishing at a
okay.
location which is hotter than the location you started at.
It's usually nice. Like when you get out, the dress that they give you is perfect for putting on, and to have breakfast in.
Okay,
It's
great.
just a
Oh,
light
that's what
cover
people
up.
use the dress in? It's not a swim dress.
No, not a swim dress.
Ah, okay.
Beach dress.
Got it. Thank
So vous laisse là, je devais... No, okay. Okay, so let's talk for a second. Wait a second. Guys, wait a second. Let me just say a couple of words about the goal. So, we are expecting you to fundraise, as we said. And each one has a goal of at least 2,500 shekels. What happens if we don't reach our goal? So if you reached your goal before you come to the swim, no problem. You are going to just be going through getting your kit and everything. If not, they're going to ask you either to leave your deposit, your credit card for deposit. We're not going to use it until July 1st. And of course, before we use it, we're going to talk to you and ask you how you want to do it. And we are going to offer you installments or Ho'al Keva, whatever you need. But we do expect you to fundraise. You have another month to fundraise after the swim. So from the swim, it's a month and 2 days, but it's a month because there's Shabbos after the swim. So you're going to have until July 1st to fundraise. If anyone's going to tell me, listen, I need a couple of more time, like a month more, I'll deal with it. Okay. But we are going to ask you to leave a deposit, a credit card for deposit to make sure that we know how to talk to you later. Next, what can you do in terms of sharing your donations with others? We are not allowed to transfer donations from one swimmer to the other. You are allowed to join as a community, which means each one of you is going to have their own page, but your totals are going to join to one total. And if you're going to pass what you need of all the swimmers, so each swimmer 500, if 2,500 means two swimmers 5,000 and so on.
How do you do that?
You wait, I'm not saying who's talking to me. How do you do that?
Liz.
You talk to me and you talk to someone that you know and ask them if you can join them. But as I said, I'm not passing.
Because I'm she actually got me to do it again this year. I was thinking of not doing it, and then my granddaughter said she wants to do it with me. So, but I want to have the donations joined.
No, wait, Talia, you're talking about Talia? About Karen?
Talia's my daughter. It's her daughter
Karen,
that's
you
doing
want to talk about Karen? I can add Karen to your page. You can choose your
Please
other
do.
because I opened it. So we're going to talk about later. Remind me, please, Liz, because
Okay.
when I spoke to Talia yesterday, she asked me to open a separate page. I can join her to your page.
That would be great. That would be perfect.
And it's amazing. It's Safta and granddaughter swimming together.
Yeah.
Okay. So why do we have a cup of coffee here? Because as I said to most of you, if you have spoken to me about fundraising, 70% of all Israelis at least, but I'm sure it's much more around the world, are going to a coffee shop once a week to have a coffee and a pastry. Now, coffee and pastry in Israel, let's say aroma, which is a reasonable coffee, is 25 shekels. Why are we talking about it? Because crowdfunding talks about little numbers. We all want to join and we all want to support so many causes, and merubim tzarchei amcha, especially at these times. So I would suggest if you're struggling with asking for money, ask for small donations. I can give you an example from my kid. They're doing a camp, a summer camp for kids with special needs here with the scouts, with the religious scouts in Flat. And she just asked people, you know what, donate a coffee and a pastry, a price of a coffee and a pastry, donate 25 shekels. And she did about 2,500 shekels just from 25 shekels. It's possible. And people, usually there would be someone who would give you 100 or 200, but allowing people to join and to be able to do it. Last year I had a kid, I have some grandkids who were donating each like 25 shekels to the Safta who was swimming. It was so sweet. And it's the idea of that when we finish a crowdfunding campaign with 5,000 swimmers as we finished last year, with 500, donors as we finished last year, 1.2 million shekels, but 5,000 donors, it means 5,000 people who knows about Sadna and who knows about how to wave blaze the path to an integrated community. Same goes, I always do it the other way. If you know the Trevi Fountain, I said it before in the Zoom before you guys, this fountain where you drop your coins in Rome, they fundraise every year about 2 billion euros for children in endangered youth, just from the fountain, the coins in the fountain. By the way, don't try, if you dropped a coin into the fountain, don't try to take it out. It's a felony. Seriously, there's a police around. I actually saw them stopping someone in the middle of the night. And of course, in El Al, when you fly El Al, they're offering you to take all your coins and put them in a bag for Alut and Alin. It's called Mitzad Putot. And they're talking about small numbers that become a big number. And that's what we're doing here. We have 400. Every time that I guide a tour at Sadna, I always say that I have 400 dreamers that join me every year. And every year we're starting a new dream and we're building a new thing. And it's really amazing that you're joining us. Some of you are joining us for so many years. Liz, how many years?
7, I think.
And I think Shira's here with like 13 or 15 years. And we had Edna at the last session with 16 years, all the years of the swim. And it's amazing, even if you just do it once, if you're doing it for your bat mitzvah, it's amazing that you are sharing this moment with us. And I hope to see you all in the water on Thursday. I'll be the redhead at the corner. Anyone with questions? Anything that you need from me?
Can you describe, or can somebody who takes it from, I don't know where that bus stop in the arena is.
It's behind so you know where the Teddy Stadium is?
Yeah.
So between the arena and the Teddy Stadium, there's a big parking lot. That's where all the
Between what and Teddy Stadium?
There's the Teddy Stadiums and the arena, what they call Malcha, where the basketball games are. So there's two big stadiums. One is for basketball and one is for football, for soccer.
Yeah.
Okay. So between these two, there's a big parking lot. Can't miss
So
it.
is there public transportation that goes there, or I have to
whatever
get a
goes
ride
to
there?
Malcha. Whatever goes to Malcha. Whatever goes to the Malcha Mall.
Oh, it's not far from where the Malcha Mall
It's
bus
across.
stop is?
There's a bridge that crosses between Malcha Mall and that place.
Okay. Okay, very good.
Any other questions?
Oh, you were saying that the dinner is outside on the beach. It's not in the hotel?
No, it's outside on the beach and it's nice and it's not too warm and it's not too cold. It's a good temperature. I just checked. It's gonna be around 25, 26.
So all
It's
your
usually around
setup,
sunset, right?
What?
It's usually around sunset, right?
Yes, but it's
You
not
see
so
the
cold
sunset.
there. Yeah.
No, but I'm saying you see the sunset. It's pretty.
Yeah,
but you said the
sunset.
hotel is right there? We
It's
can walk
right
from
there.
the
The hotel is more of a resort than a hotel. It's not one big building. It's a resort with with cabins and stuff. So we're on one area of the beach where we're going to have the dinner and the reception and everything, and the rooms are on the other side, and the camping is behind them, and the glamping is next to them. So it's a whole resort. You can go online, look for Daria Resort, and you're going to see it as well in pictures.
Very good. Thank you.
Anyone else
Sorry,
with
I wanted
questions?
to. The evening, you said there's no mattresses, so do you literally sleep on the floor with a sleeping bag? Like they should bring cushions as well?
It's a beach. It's sand. You can bring the soft mattresses, like the yoga mattresses, like most of the kids don't even feel like you have a kid coming to swim. They don't even feel they're swimming.
Okay.
They're teenagers.
Perfect.
Daphna, they're teenagers. They're gonna fall asleep.
I hope no, they won't fall asleep. That's what I'm worried about.
Oh, did they want? Okay, that I can't. I can't be that chaperone. I'm sorry. And by the way, just a second, I wanted to tell you, Daphna, I spoke to Aliza, the mother of your kid's partner for the swim, and she said that she knows the bath captain I was talking about. So, and she's coming on the bus. She signed the kid to the bus. Okay.
Okay.
So she knows the teacher that I spoke to you about that is the bath captain. Is the bus captain. Okay.
Okay, I'm just going to say I'm going to ask one last thing. I like to take my